This is the first time I've watched an elephant in a zoo. Interestingly, there's research that shows that elephants also get depressed like humans.
What do you think?
A little sad.
A little sad.
I feel it. You almost can't see her eyes. She has nothing to excite her. She just knows food is going to be dropped in. Yeah. You get so fat in the zoo. It's embarrassing.
You like it, right?
Getting
more and more.
Just seeing, but
Interesting. Still interesting.
not interesting. Just seeing.
Very picky still.
去年6月，我人生第一次踏上非洲大陆，去肯亚参加了10天的 Safari 看野生动物，在那边认识了超强导游 Njoroge。当时他很常说，在野外的动物才是真正的动物，他觉得动物园没什么好看的。所以今年知道 Njoroge 要来台湾的时候，我就超想带他去台北市立动物园。And right here with me is the one and only legendary, quick-witted, and walking encyclopedia of all things animal, Njoroge.
Yeah.
Welcome, Njoroge, to Taipei Zoo.
Thank you. Shishe. My name is Njoroge. I've been a safari guide for the last 30 years.
I have to ask, Njoroge, what is your experience with zoos in general?
Zoos are very frustrating places for the wildlife. They tend to depress the wildlife. Not the place to go.
Okay. What would you say is the difference between zoos and safaris?
Safari, you're in the zoo in the car. You're in the cage.
Reverse zoo.
We reverse it. Safari, you see the real thing. Yeah, because you can see the emotion of the wildlife, unlike in the zoo.
So your general sentiment of the zoo is more negative?
It's more negative.
It's more negative.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's your last day in Taiwan, and I think Taipei Zoo is doing quite a good job in maintaining its environment and also educating the public about the animals. So let's see if a visit to the Taipei Zoo would change some of your ideas about the zoo.
I'm really hoping to see what is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
You're right.
我们其实过程一直没有让他知道要带他来动物园，结果他一下车就破梗了，这样
太容易，
太容易，对，他完全不忌讳讲说他不喜欢动物园的。我们前面就是已经拍了4天，然后他对一切台湾的东西都是赞，棒。但我想说，因为我觉得台北市立动物园，我觉得我们算是园区管理的不错，然后
这个其实蛮不错的。
对，然后也都有好好照顾动物，所以我想说带他来能不能够改观一下他的想法，
就像食物一样。
对。This is a very big zoo. You can spend the whole day here, but I've selected 4 areas for us to visit today, and we'll start with the Taiwanese animals area. 好，所以我们先从这一区开始，台湾动物区。
Also the Santa Claus.
Like Santa
Claus is part of our Taiwanese animal.
All right, so this is our first animal. This is the Formosan Sika deer. Whoa.
Oh.
It's right there. There are 2 different types of animals on our banknote.
Yeah.
The $500 is the Sika deer, and the $2,000 banknote is the Formosan salmon.
And traditionally, could people hunt this animal and eat it?
Hunt? No.
They never ate it?
No, this is protected species.
But in the past?
In the past, I don't know, maybe.
It looks very similar to impala. Yeah.
Because of the M
Yes,
at the butt.
Yeah, and the shape of the horns.
It's a subspecies of deer native to Taiwan, and it's recognized for its coat pattern with the white spots that resembles plum blossoms. You see at the hind legs.
Yeah.
You can see that the spots
Yes.
are kind of scattered, and it looks a little bit like a flower. So in Chinese, the name is literally plum flower deer, but it's extinct in the wild. In the Kenty National Park and in the zoo, that's the only places that you'll be able to see the Sika deer. It's not there anymore in the wild. 就是给自己在探索。他说他想要去看母鹿，母鹿是在另外一区。Yeah, you have this little hut that showcases, wow, this is so up close. So here we have the introduction of different deers in Taiwan. So we have, this is a Sika deer, Formosan sambar, like a larger species of deer. And we have a small one here. There's so many children here.
That's the only beauty about zoos. Just children can
Learn about them, yeah, and respect them, yeah.
It's right there. It's so similar to an antelope we have called the daikar. Yeah, very similar. Probably
the same subspecies?
Origin.
Yeah, same origin,
Yeah,
probably.
same origin.
Okay, so that was not a deer. That was a moonjack. It's a deer-like mammal. and it's also native to Taiwan. And it has a distinctive barking sound. So it's sometimes called the barking deer. Oh, it's so similar, but they have like bigger eyes, I think.
Yeah.
So this is native to Africa?
Africa, yes.
Ah, I see.
The daika.
We're going to go through a lot of difficult words today and learn about animals.
Know the name.
Oh, really?
Moonjack, yeah. No, we know it in Chinese, but in English, no. 整个园区做得好好，这边感觉很新，
就很多那种手绘，很多插画都很可爱。
对，然后墙面上面的那些图示啊，
对，
然后中英文其实都还蛮清楚的。就我看一看之后，我就可以讲很多东西了。整个园区好像有升级，因为我上次来必须说应该是10年前的事情。
我也是大概10几年、20年。
对，然后像这些标示啊，这些也都是新的，而且我个人很喜欢的是，它每个动物它是用统一的一个绘图的风格画出它们代表的 icon， 整个配色、字体、图片看起来就是很舒服。
When you have such an arrangement for the zoo, it's a little bit good because the animals have space. It's not like when they're in little cages.
It's a little bit more open
area. Yeah. So for the smaller animals, it's fair. Yeah.
Oh, we just talked about the Sika deer being on the $500 NT.
Yeah.
So this one here is on the 1,000 NT.
Mikado pheasant.
Yeah, Mikado pheasant. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Yeah.
So this is endemic to Taiwan.
Yes. This is also endangered species.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's very colorful. You're actually the most experienced with birds, right?
Well, yes.
You know, like
I know a lot of birds.
A lot of bird species, and even more so than animals.
Yeah, because we have more variety of birds than animals.
True.
Yeah, it's actually a huge zoo.
Yeah, it's pretty open, right? The area, the place that they live in, the habitat is pretty big. In Africa, you have the leopard.
Yes.
In Taiwan, we have the leopard cat. It's a smaller cat-like species. But it's also an endangered species. Yeah, we have the smaller one that's called the leopard cat, and the bigger one called the cloud leopards. Do you see it? It's on the shelf back there.
Inside there.
Inside there, yeah, on the shelf right there, and it's sleeping. It's sleeping on the rack. The leopard cat is primarily found in Miaoli, Taichung, and Nantou. Those are regions in Taiwan. Due to land development, their natural habitat has become more fragmented. It led to frequent roadkill incidents and attacks by stray dogs. So it became an endangered species. I think this animal is pretty popular in Taiwan. Maybe because it's a cat, so it's like it looks cute. So a lot of conservation efforts has been put in to save them from extinction. The interesting thing is leopard cats can be found worldwide, and only in Taiwan is it endangered.
Oh, really?
It's pretty okay in other areas in the world, yeah. I don't think we found the leopard cat yet. It's smaller.
It's much smaller than
so
that.
Maybe it's hiding somewhere. They even made a little waterfall for the animal here.
A good habitat for
good
them.
habitat for them, yeah. Very diverse. The leopard cat is a tertiary consumer. It's on the top of the food chain. So anything that disrupts the balance a little bit might end up hurting it because it's on the very top. So this is the Taiwanese bear. It's a big animal. So it's one of the 8 bear species found in the world. Its characteristic is that it has a big V at the chest.
On the chest.
Yeah, like white V on the chest. And because it's native to Taiwan, so a lot of Taiwanese mascots depict the animal.
First time for me to see a bear.
A bear? First time for you to see?
First time to see a bear.
There are no bears in Africa?
No.
He's so chill. He's just lying there, minding his own business. It's Taiwan's only native bear species, and it's also the largest terrestrial carnivorous animal on the island.
Oh.
It's lived in Taiwan for so long that it's had its own development genetically. Yeah.
Oh, it's cut off.
Yeah, it's cut off.
Falls under this.
Yeah, it's kind of like this B here.
Yeah.
Joroge 是很专业的 safari guide，不知道他当英文老师会怎样。
This is a bear. B-E-A-R. Bear.
Wait, what are you doing? That's too easy.
I'm a safari guy. I'm not an English teacher.
没关系，如果你觉得老师教的太简单，想要按照你的程度客制教材，就可以上 Amazing Talker 找线上家教。Amazing Talker 是全台港最大的1对1线上家教平台，全球有超过1万名线上家教和100万名学生，不管是学法文、西文、德文，师资从语言学习到专业技能，通通找得到。而且不管是想要增加课程难度、练习日常对话，或者是提升考试证照分数，都可以在线上提 提出来跟老师做讨论。
These are a relative of the African baboon.
Oh, the ones we saw.
Exactly.
Okay.
A relative of the same guys that do the onsen. In Japan.
OK。进到 Amazing Talker 官网之后，点进去搜寻家教的页面，就能看到每位老师的介绍和学生的评价。可以在这边根据自己的需求找到适合的老师，或者是也可以用 Amazing Talker 的 AI 智能推荐功能，填好想学习的内容、学习目标跟上课时间，不到3秒就可以找到适合你的线上家教。找到老师之后，就能够进一步跟老师讨论详细的上课方式和课纲内容。如果突然想要改变学习需求，甚至是临时想换老师，也完全没问题。一次只需要买1堂课，完全免绑约。那按照惯例，我会把 Amazing Talker 新用户10美金的课程兑换券放在影片的更多资讯。然后这边我觉得有必要澄清一下，就是 Joroge 他没有在 Amazing Talker 上面教课哦。
No way. They can't afford me. I'm too expensive.
So behind you is an education center. So they host speeches and also acts like a museum, place for exhibition for the kids to come and learn more about the wildlife. So it's located right here at the zoo.
That's a good thing. Just seeing the animal without the information, in depth, it doesn't really sink in.
You like it, right? Getting more and more.
Just seeing, but
interesting.
not interesting. Just seeing.
Very picky still.
That's a nice picture.
Oh yeah, at least I have a picture of an Australian creature.
Oh. Have you ever seen a koala before?
Oh, the first time.
First time?
Yeah.
Fascinating creatures. It's also very calm. He's just sitting there.
And his food is just next to him. He's sitting on his food.
Yeah. Ready to eat, grab a snack. And it's so fluffy. You see the cold fur? It's being separated by the branch.
It's so
soft and fluffy.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
接下来我们要去的是这个熊猫馆，然后吃午餐。Now we're heading for lunch.
Oh.
And we'll be seeing pandas.
Is it true what they say that all pandas belong to China?
Oh, true.
Oh, really?
We got it from China. You have to kneel down a little bit.
You got me?
yeah, perfect. Yeah. The two main pandas that we have here, they're a gift from China, and we named them Tuan Tuan and Yuan Yuan, which means together. Tuan Yuan means to be reunited, but sadly, I think last year the male panda Tuan Tuan passed away. So now what's left is his spouse and also his 2 daughters.
Oh.
They have 2 daughters, young pandas. We can also see them here. So the panda's there. Oh, she's sleeping. Is it your first time seeing a panda?
First time.
There's a younger daughter. I think she was born in 2020, so very, very young, like 4 years old.
How many pandas are there remaining in the wild, in their natural habitat?
Yeah, I think it's almost extinct.
Oh no.
The last time I checked, it was around 2,000
Small number.
in the wild in China. And right now, because the zoo only has females left, so the mother with 2 daughters, and I think there are currently no plans of reproducing. The future is uncertain for this panda region.
This group here.
Yeah, for this group here. 猫熊家族团团圆圆圆仔元宝. So the one we saw outside was 元仔, the elder daughter. Tuan Tuan is the father, 圆圆 is the mother. This whole area, that's home for 1 panda.
Oh.
So it's it's like a mansion for them.
Yeah, that's huge.
Joroge 今天拍很多照.
Yeah, panda is one unique creature.
Yeah. I think there's a restaurant here where we could have food, and as well as watch the pandas.
So that would be great.
熊猫餐厅，我们坐在这边，然后它这个餐厅呢，就是旁边这边就是有一整个玻璃区，然后可以从2楼往下看到熊猫们。
You can see her head.
Yeah. That's the youngest. Yeah. 非常近距离。Okay, let's eat.
Yeah, the first time that I went to the zoo, I was around 4 years old. We went to a rhino enclosure, and I remember being so scared and was trying to pull my sister. Oh, come,
Did you picture yourself becoming a safari guide
No,
at that age?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
When did you fall in love with animals and decided to become a safari guide then?
I think I just loved animals. Most of the areas in Kenya, you could see zebras and giraffes everywhere. So I remember my father driving us up country, and we'd see giraffes on the road and zebra. I think we just loved them.
这边这个套餐有个猫熊蛋糕，但一旦老师说不便宜哦，这样这一碗面就要300块钱。贵贵的亲子餐厅，但是可以看到猫熊。我们午餐吃完之后，再到下一个区。After lunch,
Yes.
we're now going to take a train to your favorite area.
Oh, really?
The African animals.
I hope we can smile with them. I don't feel sorry for them.
Now, we will switch gears.
Yeah.
For the first part, I was your guide. After we reach the African area,
Yeah.
it's your turn to take the wheels.
Oh, that'll be great.
非洲动物区这块有九roque最爱的大象。Zebra bus 应该搭一站就可以了。African Animal Area，所以我们是搭车到鸟园车站，然后我们往右边这里走，就是非洲动物园区。Because you have to catch a flight at like 6,
Yeah.
so we won't be able to stay for the entire day. But if you were to stay for the entire day, you might not even finish everything.
It's really big.
It's very big. Elephants.
Like the one facing us, I would give it a little bit more.
Oh.
Yeah, just suppressed because of the skin.
So because it's in the zoo, it has a different growing pattern?
Yes, yes, yeah.
I think they've spent all their lives in the zoo.
So they don't walk as much, so the muscles don't really develop.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else is different?
Oh, their demeanor, they're subdued, not happy mellow.
So I remember you told me out in the wild,
Yeah.
the male is usually solitary.
Yes.
So here we don't see that.
No, no, no.
So did they change their like social interaction here?
Definitely. Interestingly, there's research that shows that elephants also get depressed like humans. Yeah. So these guys are depressed. I wonder where they brought them from.
I think because I've seen elephants out in the wild,
Yeah.
I think the main difference is how stationary they are.
Yeah, they have nothing to do.
Yeah, out in the wilds they're so rampant, they're so active,
Yes.
and
yes.
they're always doing something.
Exactly.
That is hard to provide in the zoo.
Yeah.
So elephants might not be the best. I think there are some animals that are suitable to
For the
be
zoo.
raised in the zoo.
Exactly,
But other
exactly.
species, not as much.
No, 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 no. This is the first time I've watched an elephant in a zoo.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you think?
A little sad.
A little sad.
I feel it.
它什么？
他真的都知道，他看屁股就知道这是 pygmy people，然后我根本不知道 pygmy 什么，就看一下之后，哦，侏儒河马。
Pygmy.
Yes.
Like this, pygmy. So the shape of their tail is different.
Yeah.
What's this？
That's a real thing.
我刚才想要测试他，说这个是怎样，他说哦，that's
That-
the real thing, not the
That's
pygmy.
yeah. I spend all my time with them.
这里是九roque领域展开，我们在它的领域之中。
Lingye, Sankai.
What about the hippo? Do you think hippos are most suitable in the zoo?
Still no.
Still no. Okay.
Still no. Because they also need a big land to go graze at night. Yeah.
But they don't need to graze here. They just get fed.
Yeah, that is so sad. So they really can't be developed to their full potential. Yeah.
I wonder why this one in particular is confined to like a solitary space.
Maybe there was some battle. Even in the wild, normally when they fight, the weaker ones tend to isolate themselves from the rest.
Next up, the lion and white rhinoceros.
Oh.
It's the lion and the lioness. They're taking a nap, maybe?
Not really. Lions can be used to a lazy life.
Yeah, I was thinking about this too because lions out in the wild, they live a hard life.
Yes.
But here, they're pretty comfortable because they don't have to hunt.
No.
Everything is given to them. They don't need to worry their cubs will starve. Because I remember you saying every failed hunt is a step closer to death for them
course,
out in
yeah.
the wild.
Yeah.
So maybe, will they be happier here?
Give and take. For the male, it's easy. He doesn't have to fend off
Yeah.
intruders.
Yeah. For the females?
For the females, probably it's very boring, really boring. Studies have shown that lions in the zoos can live for like 40 years.
Oh, that's like twice as long
Exactly.
as in the wild.
Yeah, they are cats.
Old lions.
Yeah, cats love luxury.
真的含着金汤匙出生哎，
这边是
真的贵族。So they're actually benefiting from the zoo.
Yeah.
They
But no-
lead a better life here.
But not for the progression of life,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just, that's the end of it.
Yeah. The lions out in the wild would envy them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But look at their eyes. There's almost no life.
If right now you put them back into the wild, I don't think they will survive.
No, they wouldn't survive. Look at her eyes and these eyes. Can you see something different?
The spirit is different.
Exactly. Yeah.
And she's much more lean.
Yes. You almost can't see her eyes. She has nothing to excite her. She just knows food is going to be dropped in. Yeah. You get so fat in the zoo. It's embarrassing. A lazy group of lions in the wild, they would climb down.
Climb?
Yes, they
Out?
would. They would. Yes.
What? Really?
Yes. Yes. This
Out
is
the
nothing.
cave?
Yeah, this is so nothing for the wild lion.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen them climb very high rocks.
I don't know. I think I can picture myself here.
You
As
wouldn't
a
mind
lion?
this?
I wouldn't mind this.
Oh,
Compared to out in the wild.
Wild is much better.
No, I prefer like a more laid back, you know. I can rest. I
Nah.
can live off my passive income.
There's no
just
life.
in my
This-
comfort zone.
This is no life. If you want to live life, you must live dangerously.
No.
Yeah, think about it.
I don't like danger.
Just think about it.
Okay.
Every day when you drive, you're
Okay.
living dangerously. And all the excitement with the crazy drivers sometimes, you know.
Are you the crazy driver?
No, sometimes, yeah. It's interesting walking in the zoo.
How so?
Seeing this animal in this state. For me, normally it's a mixed feeling. Yeah, it's strange. Happy to see, but there's something strange about it. Yeah.
Adult rhinos, pretty big. What about rhinos? Do you think rhinos are better protected in the zoo?
Well, when you think of the dangers that they face in the wild, sort of okay-ish
Okay-ish.
for us to preserve them.
I forgot how many wild rhinos are there?
It's the black rhino that's completely almost wiped out now because you only have 6,000 all over the world. We have more rhinos in the zoos than in the natural habitat.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
As a way of preservation, could be accepted.
Yeah, it could be accepted.
Oh, what's this? Bongo.
It's called bongo.
I don't think we saw that.
No, this is another endangered species, like really endangered in Kenya. In fact, Kenyan government had to import from the zoos in America to repopulate the population in the Aberdares.
Oh, so that's another function of the zoo.
Yes.
The hyena.
The laughing hyena.
Laughing hyena. We didn't get to see hyenas up so close in Kenya.
They kept running away. They giggle like that when they are nervous.
They have two areas. They can also go to that area there, which is more open, or here, and then inside I think there are caves for them to sleep in. Do you think they have a different demeanor from that in the wild?
Being able to be just scavengers, they are okay.
They'll do okay in the zoo?
They'll do okay in the zoo.
Oh, I see. The bigger one there, that should be the female, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because hyena females,
They tend to get bigger.
Right. The zebra. They're also a bit leaner, I think, especially their buttocks.
Yes.
Maybe they're not running.
And also not so active. I like that people are now getting this information.
The function of the stripes.
The function of the stripes, main function is keep away insects, biting insects. Yeah. Of course, temperature regulation also comes in, but this is the main reason. Insects.
So they're doing a good job with the
This
panels.
is very good information.
Yeah. You can see them better from here.
Yeah.
They don't need to be afraid of predators. I think at least you got that.
Yeah. If there's no danger, there's no life.
You like to live dangerously.
You must live dangerously to have a full life.
Can't you just be at peace?
No, there's no life. Look at us. We live in the universe. It's always moving, right? There's so many dangers from other rocks, from space.
Okay.
And we live.
I see. They're telling you how you can recognize them just from the behind.
Yeah.
I think Taipei Zoo does a good job in these kind of presentations.
Yeah, this is very good
Yeah,
presentation.
for educational purposes.
Yes.
And the giraffe. That's our last stop. There are 3 over there.
So these are the reticulated giraffe.
Is that the Kenya giraffe?
Yeah, this you find in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, north of the equator.
Are
So
they-
it used to extend from Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia. Yeah, you find this.
I find them to be a lot shorter than what I saw in Kenya.
Yes. Actually, even their color, it's a little bit faded. In their natural habitat, they are almost liver red.
What about the giraffe? Do you think they're suitable for the zoo?
Not really,
Not really.
but for education purposes,
Okay, that about wraps up our day trip in Taipei Zoo. So Jiroge, as a safari guide with 30 years of experience, and you know like so much about animals, what was your experience here?
well, there's a bittersweet thing about it. The bitterness being that some some animals being confined. You can see the sadness in them. The sweet thing is, which is actually, I'd say, the bigger part, for education purposes, it's amazing. Yeah. Taipei Zoo, what it has done is a really good step for educating and for somebody coming to safari. Yeah, you come here first, get to see them.
Like a little warm up.
Exactly.
Yeah. You get some basic understanding to the animals.
Yeah.
And then you go into their natural habitat as a visitor to respect them and to learn more about them.
Exactly.
Because I've been there in person, so I can see some of the differences, especially in the physique or the demeanor of the animals.
Yeah.
So I think it's an entirely different experience.
It is different.
Going to the zoo or going to the safari. But I think both are very educational if you have the right mindset going in.
Nature from early age is really, really important.
Yeah. For a lot of Taiwanese, we usually, our memory of the zoo is when we were little and our parents took us here. The next time we come to the zoo, maybe when we also have our own children, and then we'll take our children to the zoo. So there's a big gap in between the times you would visit the zoo. Because I have a couple of friends who work at Taipei Zoo, and I think they are really always trying to do their best to protect the animals, to conserve their legacy, and to take care of them, basically.
And they're actually doing a good job.
Yeah.
I've seen the standards of the way they've kept the animals. It's really good. After saying this, I would actually really encourage Taiwanese people to visit Africa and do the real safari.
I see.
Yes.
If you guys are interested in my trip with Jiroge in Kenya, we also did a full video where we showcase all of the animals that we saw on a 10-day trip.
Yeah.
And I think it's an amazing video with Jiroge explaining a lot of the nitty-gritty about the different animals, their characteristics, their behaviors in the wild. So I'll put that video link in the description below. 好的，以上就是我们带 Jiroge 来台湾的系列完结。我们拍了3支影片。如果前面几集还没有看过的话，我们有带他去屏东玩3天2夜，然后还有带他去吃台北我从小吃到大的一些餐厅。那我会把这些影片整理成播放清单，也是一样放在影片的更多资讯栏。好，那我们就下次影片见喽，拜拜。